If this is your first time trying to check out my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get updated when I upload new One Punch Man contents. So this video was actually something that one of the people in the comment section down below asked for me to talk about. So here he is. So if you're actually watching this, I'm doing this because you asked me to do it. So today's topic will be, how do you really manage your gems in One Punch Man the Strongest? So first off, what you want to do, especially if you're just a free-to-play player, you want to actually have to manage these gems wisely. We know that that is no longer any question. So if you're a free-to-play, if you're a low-ranked free-to-play, I think you could get around 500 gems a day. That's when you still don't spend anything from it. So at least you get 500 gems a day approximately. But if you're a starter, you get so much more than that. So how do you really manage this? So for me, how I manage my gems right now is actually trying to invest on stamina first. So you know how much this stamina is gonna be useful when you're actually trying to play the game. So if you actually want to manage your gems wisely, you should know when you're overspending for stamina or you're underspending for stamina. So this is very important. Most players actually make this take this wrong when they go overboard. If you're free to play, I suggest that you spend until the cost of the diamonds is until 50. So the rate of diamonds is 0, 25, 25, 50, 50. So you only spend 200 diamonds on that on stamina. So right there, you already get around 240 plus 240 plus stamina, which you can actually use so that you could upgrade your units, evolve your units, get limit break badges. You can all do these things once you actually manage this stamina well. And this is actually true. This is how you manage your gems, so that you increase your BP well enough that you're not gonna have much trouble. So you just need to do this every day, and I guess you can manage your gems. So by doing this, you're actually really saving up for future events that you would actually need, so that you gain or get that power spike in your gameplays. So next up is, this is a more advanced trick, and this is something that will suit people who actually wants to go for stronger units immediately. So this strategy of gem management is actually spends more diamonds. So like what I said in the first step, you manage your stamina, you still do that, but this time you're actually gonna spend for the arenas, so that you get a chance to battle 10 times in the arena. So what I'm telling you here is how you could actually evolve those SSR units. Because as you know, in the arena, you spend around 300 gems already. You spend 300 gems and you're gonna have a guaranteed SSR OMNISHARD. And you know how useful this resource is, especially if you're trying to limit break. A lot of people who's actually paying to win, you're actually thinking, why do they have that much stars on their units? This is the strat. You actually want to get as much OMNISHARDs as you can. You get it through the monster challenge in the arena, hero challenge in the arena, and the arena itself. That's where you want to invest. You want to invest on shards so that you could be able to limit break. This actually gives you a lot of opportunities so that you yourself will have a better chance of getting stronger units. Because sometimes, since it's a game of gacha, indecisiveness is not gonna cut it. So this is gonna be one of my regrets as a One Punch Man player, is that I'm being so indecisive. I am very indecisive with my comp. I constantly change my comp every time I get new units. So right now, all I did was fish for units because look, I'm not really lucky with my units. Until now, I have what? 10 SSR units, and I still haven't landed an Atomic Samurai or Tatsumaki. I am still trying to find them because I really want these units. But when I think of it, if I actually just spent most of my resources on strengthening my current SSR units and just naturally wait for my units, those SSR units that I want, I could have actually become someone who is actually in the top of my server right now. But since then, I'm paying the price. I'm in the top 1000s, I guess. I'm currently in rank 600 plus. So I'm trying to tell you, don't do this if you're trying to manage your gems. This is my third tip. So my third tip right now is that if you're going early game, you want that diamonds to go on elite vouchers first. That's where you should manage your gems. So especially if you're just starting, you want to get as much SSR units as you can first. So I advise that you should at least have 2 or 3 SSRs. But if you're not lucky, just don't force it too much. Just try to attempt to at least have 2 to 3 SSRs, and then pile on them, and then keep piling on them, and then just strengthen your units for the while. So because one thing I made a mistake, another mistake I made, that's why I'm so poor in gem management, and I'm just trying to teach you this because I already realized what I was doing wrong. So how you actually manage these gems is that you don't spend too much on vouchers to get gachas. If you're unlucky, you're unlucky. You just go for the units you want, because spending on this elite vouchers actually costs so much gems. It's so costly. And try to think that you spend 2,200 diamonds for a 10 times draw just to find yourself not satisfied with an SR unit and such. It's a waste of 2,200 diamonds. So if you're actually later part in the game and you actually already have quite of a solid team, you should drop fishing units in your equation, because this is actually a really heavy load on the gems right now. So most people who actually finding a hard time to manage their gems is actually just because they are spending so much on the elite vouchers. So if you're actually already in the middle of the game, there's no need to do that anymore. Just keep on saving your gems, because a lot of great events is gonna come and you're gonna need a lot of gems for them. This is another tip. This is my fourth tip. My fourth tip right now is start saving gems. So like I said, there's a lot of ways where you could be useful on using these gems, and one of them is limited black tickets. I'm actually saying this. So you know how important limited black tickets could be in the long run, because when you actually play towards the game, better units is being shown or being drawn at the black ticket draws. Like for in my case, I was lucky enough that I was able to get borrows in just 30 black tickets. But it's not true for everyone. So this one right here, you need to invest in it. This is something you should really invest on. This is why you should actually pile tickets if you want to go for a long run, because sometimes in the tops right now, it's now just a battle of better units. So you want to get your hands on most of the better units. So this is how you actually want it. You actually want to spend them on black tickets. And you know that a guaranteed black ticket banner draw will be drawn at 180 tickets spent. And you know not everyone can actually go there. So this is actually a tip from me on how you could get 180, is that you plan ahead on who are the banner draws that you're gonna go for, so that you could pass on the banner draws that you don't want to go for, so that you get your guarantee on the unit that you want when it comes out. Or you could actually go for a more risky type, where you spend all your diamonds and then just hope that you're lucky to land those units that you want. So I'm saying it's absurd that I'm telling you not to spend on elite tickets, but you could, elite tickets is just good until mid game. Late game, what I think is what's gonna happen is the black tickets is actually the one to dominate. The people who has more better units from black tickets is actually gonna be better later in the game. So that if you want to actually be better, you should manage your gem in a way that you could get more chances on this banner limited draws. This is gonna actually give you a huge power spike, so keep it a watch out on this ones. And this will be my last tip on how you could actually wisely manage your gems. So especially if you're already later in the game, don't be too shopaholic. You should decrease your what you spend at minimum at most. So especially if you're just a free-to-play player, what you want to do is to manage your resources, what you have right now. So this is a really important tip. You should actually just be able to get what you just need, because a lot of good events is going to be coming down the line and you actually manage your gems poorly. You don't capitalize on this good events that actually going to give you a power spike. You're just going to find yourself in a dead end. So if you're a free-to-play player and you're not really having that much luck on getting some of these events, you're not getting units, just think forward. Don't think of now, but think of the long run. Some people actually keep on saving their gems right now, and this is actually a really advisable tactic. If you want to actually be better at the game, you should be able to manage all these resources wisely. So if it's not necessary, don't spend diamonds for it. Period. It's so simple. This is one of the best management tips you could actually do if you're actually just trying to manage your gems properly. So that is it, guys. So once again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for me to produce more One Punch Man content. And tell me down in the comment section down below what kind of contents you want me to tackle next. So once again, peace out.
いい加減にしてください。